Okay, now let's go on to unit 13 of class 12. This is nitrogen containing compounds. Now in this particular chapter, what all we are going to study? We are going to study the amines, right? So amines में हम तीन तरह के amines पढ़ते हैं, primary amines, secondary amines और tertiary amines. वो तीनों क्या होते हैं? Then we are going to study diazonium salts, right? So these are two important compounds which we are going to study under this chapter. Now when we are talking of amines, what all will we study under amines? We will study the nomenclature, we will study the classification, we will study the methods of preparation and properties. ठीक है? Then apart from this, we will also study the uses, identification of primary, secondary and tertiary amines. That is किस तरह से हम लोग उसको identify करेंगे, कौन-कौन से tests we are going to use to identify the primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Then we are going to do the diazonium salts. So in diazonium salts also we've already done many reactions with the help of diazonium salts and haloalkanes and haloarenes. और उनको जैसे Sandmeyer's reaction हमने किया था, Getterman-Koch reaction हमने किया था, ठीक है? Not Getterman-Koch, Getterman reaction हमने किया था. So these reactions we have already done with diazonium salts, right? Now all this we are going to study under this particular chapter. Now let's just take a simple introduction. When we talking of क्या कहते हैं उसको nitrogen that is an important constituent of many organic compounds. Okay, जैसे proteins हो गया, proteins में भी nitrogen that is going to be present, right? So let's just see what are the functional groups which are going to contain nitrogen. When we are doing the functional groups which contain nitrogen, then what is this class of compound called, right? And finally, what is going to be the general formula? What is going to be the general formula? So let's go over here first to the functional groups. In case of functional groups, the first group which we are going to do is the NH2 amino group. Now in this case, when NH2 group is present, the compound that is known as primary amine, ठीक है? और general formula जो इसका रहता है, that is going to be RNH2. The second which we are going to do over here, that is NH, right? The class of compounds, these are known as secondary amines and they generally have the formula R2NH. ठीक है? Then we want to have all three hydrogens which are being substituted by the alkyl groups. These are known as tertiary amines and they have the formula N3N. R3N. ठीक है? So this is going to be the formula of the primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Then we have another class of compounds with C triple bond N, which are known as the cyanides, or they are known as the nitriles. ठीक है? And they have the formula, the general formula as RCN. Okay, now if in this case we can have an isomer of cyanides over here which can be represented as N double bond and a coordinate bond with carbon. These are going to be known as isocyanides, right? And they have the general formula RNC. Okay, then we have the nitro compounds. You know what nitro compounds are. They have the functional group that is known as NO2 and they are known as nitro compounds. Another important compounds which we are going to study in this chapter, they are the N2X kind of compounds which are known as diazonium salts. Diazonium salts, and they have the formula ARN2 positive X negative. These are generally known as aromatic diazonium halides. Okay, so all this we are going to study in this chapter. Let's go on to the first part of this chapter. In the first part, we will only study about amines. Okay, so let's go on to amines over here. Which are the amines? Amines, they are generally regarded as derivatives of ammonia. They are regarded as derivatives of ammonia, in which they are derived by replacing 1, 2 or all 3 hydrogens of ammonia. Like for example, if we have over here NH3, so NH3 minus H and plus R. This is going to give us primary amines with the formula RNH2. Okay? Or again, this can use minus H plus R, which is going to give us secondary amines with the formula R2NH, or it is going to give us tertiary amines, or it can also give us quaternary salts. Okay, so that is how it is known as the derivatives of ammonia, because they are derived from ammonia. Then they are found in proteins in the form of amide linkages. Amide linkages, they are going to be what? CONH2, right? They are also found in vitamins. Okay, and they are also found in hormones. So nitrogen, that forms an important constituent of all the living bodies. Okay? Then there are many synthetic examples in which nitrogen may be found. For example, in case of polymers, specifically condensation polymers, it is going to be there. Then in drugs, medicines may be present hota hai in the form of sulfur drugs. Sulfonamide is going to be present. And then we have dye stuffs. So let's just take some examples where nitrogen that is going to be present. For example, it is present in quinine. Quinine is an anti-malarial drug which is used for the cure of malaria. Then there are 2 hormones which are present in the body. The first one, that is adrenaline, right? And the other one, that is ephedrine. Okay? Both of these, they are used for increasing blood pressure. So these are both components which are used in medicines to increase the blood pressure. Okay? Then we have Novocaine. Novocaine, this is used as an anesthetic in dentistry. Right? This is going to be used as an anesthetic in dentistry. And then we have codeine. Codeine that is used as an analgesic, pain reliever. Codeine, which is used as a pain reliever. And then we have Benadryl, a cough syrup. Benadryl, this is used as an antihistamine drug. This is used as an antihistamine drug. Okay, so these are the some of the common substances or compounds where nitrogen that is going to be present, and it is present as an important constituent. Okay, now over here we are going to do 2 types of amines. The first one, which is going to be aliphatic amines, where the alkyl group which is going to be attached, that is the aliphatic group, and the second one that is going to be aromatic amines. So let's go on to first the aliphatic amines. Now the aliphatic amines, as we have already discussed, they are of three types. The aliphatic amines are of three types. The first one, which is going to be the primary amine, which has the formula RNH2. This is also known as 1 degree amine. Then we have R2NH, which is the secondary amine, which is also known as 2 degree amine. And then we have R3N, which is going to be known as 3 degree amine or tertiary amine. Okay? So they are generally what? As I have just told you that they are taken as derivatives of ammonia. So let's classify. We've already done it. The first one, which is the primary amine. The primary amine, as I have written over here, this has only one alkyl group which is attached to nitrogen atom. Okay? So examples which we can take over here is methylamine, or we can take over here ethylamine and so on. Okay, now in case of secondary amine, it has two alkyl groups. Two alkyl groups which are attached to nitrogen. An example over here when we are taking, these are further classified into simple and mixed. Okay, so what do we understand by simple secondary amines? Simple secondary amines means that both the alkyl groups which are attached, they are going to be same. So we have over here CH3, NH and CH3. This is going to be simple amine where both the alkyl groups are same, dimethylamine, right? Or they may be mixed. मिक्स का मतलब हुआ कि दोनों डिफरेंट होंगे, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव CH3 NH and C2H5. Okay, so now over here, how are we going to name this? There are two different alkyl groups present. Then we name it alphabetically. This is going to be ethyl methyl amine. Okay, so we have simple amines and we have mixed amines. Then in case of tertiary amines, we say that they have three alkyl groups which are attached to nitrogen. You can see over here that there are three alkyl groups. Now these may also be simple and mixed. Simple में क्या होएगा? All three alkyl groups they are going to be same, और mixed में क्या होएगा? They are going to be different. Then we also have another kind of compounds over here which are known as quaternary compounds. Now what are quaternary compounds? In this case we have all the nitrogen plus the lone pair of electrons which is present on each of these nitrogens. They all are bonded to some elements. Just for example, we can take an example of NH4I. NH4I आपका क्या हो गया? This is ammonium iodide. So same kind of quaternary ammonium iodide can be obtained by replacing all the four hydrogens over here. So we have R4Ni. So you can see over here that all the four hydrogens they are going to be replaced by the alkyl. This is known as quaternary ammonium iodide. ठीक है? Or if we are taking an example, CH3 whole 4 Ni. This is tetra methyl, क्या बुलाएंगे इसको? टेट्रा मिथाइल अमोनियम आयोडाइड. This is known as tetra methyl ammonium iodide, right? So this is how we are going to classify the amines. Then let's go on to the structure of amines. When we looking at the structure of amines, the structure of amines is almost similar to that of ammonia, which means that it is going to be pyramidal in nature. So if we are looking at the structure of ammonia that has one lone pair of electrons and that is bonded to three hydrogens, where the hybridization in all these three bonds that is going to be sp3. ठीक है? So this has a planar structure over here. In a similar manner, we are going to say that when we are taking the alkyl amines, they are also going to have the same type of structure. So if we are taking a primary amine, it will have the structure R H and H, pyramidal structure. ठीक है? With tetrahedral geometry. Similarly, if we are taking secondary amines will also have the same kind of structure. R, R and H. And in a similar manner, tertiary amines will also have the same kind of structure. So all the bond angles over here, they are going to be tetrahedral. You know that the bond angle is 109, but over here, due to lone pair bond pair repulsion, the bond angle that reduces to 107.5 degrees. ठीक है? So तीनों में जो हमारा होएगा bond angle इसमें जो होएगा that is going to be almost same, right? Now if we have any mixed amine in which all the alkyl groups they are going to be different. For example, let's take one example over here. So we're taking one example in which all the three alkyl groups are different. I'm representing them as R1, R2, R3N, right? Now in this form, in this particular compound, हम लोग बोलते हैं कि this is going to form a racemic mixture. You know that what is optical active isomer? All those to which all the three alkyl groups attached should be different. ठीक है? तो अगर हम इसका स्ट्रक्चर देखते हैं तो इसमें भी तीनों alkyl groups attached they are going to be different. But still we say that it is optically inactive or it is making a racemic mixture. That is because this has a tendency of converting its enantiomer into its mirror image. अपने आप से ही this transition that keeps taking place. Okay, now this transition or inversion of an enantiomer into a mirror image of an alkyl halide, not alkyl halide, sorry, of an alkyl amine. This is known as what? This is known as amine inversion. ठीक है? This is also known as nitrogen inversion, or simply this may also be known as, this is given another term in certain books which is known as flipping. ठीक है? So basically क्या है ये amine inversion कि ये जो हमारे पास एक कंपाउंड है जिसके साथ तीनों alkyl groups different है, ये ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव होना चाहिए, बट ये एक racemic mixture की तरह ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव रहता है. The reason behind that is कि जो इसका enantiomer और mirror image है, वो एकदम से जो enantiomer है वो flip हो जाता है into the mirror image. ठीक है? So this process that is known as flipping, right? Okay. Then let's go on to the nomenclature. Over here. We are going to do three systems of nomenclature. The first one which we are going to do, that is the common system of nomenclature. Now in case of common system of nomenclature, these are going to be named as derivatives of ammonia, right? So अगर हम लोग लेते हैं, they in common system they are generally named as alkyl amines. This is what the name is going to be for common system. For example, if we are taking a simplest kind of amine over here, this is going to be known as methylamine. ठीक है? Or we have which is known as ethylamine. Okay? और अगर हमारे पास है अमीन, ठीक है। या अगर हमारे पास सेकेंडरी है और सिंपल है, देन दिस इज नोन एज dimethylamine, right? Or if we have this will be known as diethylamine, ठीक है। और अगर हमारे पास मिक्स्ड होता है तो तब हम अल्फाबेटिकली उसको नेम करते हैं। जैसे अगर हमारे पास है then this is going to be alphabetically named, E पहले आएगा, N बाद में आएगा, so this is ethyl methylamine, right? So this is how this is the first system, the common system of nomenclature. Then we go on to another system over here. All right. So when we taking another system, in that system we name it as aminoalkane, right? So we in another system of nomenclature, these can also be named as aminoalkanes. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हमारे पास है CH3NH2, this is named as aminomethane, right? Now अगर हमारे पास यहाँ पे secondary है of the type, then how are we going to name this? This is N-methyl aminoethane. So यहाँ पे the longer one that is going to be taken as, sorry यहाँ पे मीथेन ही आ रहा है ना। अगर हमारे पास दो, ये तो हो गया सिंपल। अगर हमारे पास मिक्स्ड है of the type of this type, now in this case जो longer वाला होता है that is taken as the alkane chain, and the smaller group that is going to be taken as the alkyl, right? So इसका क्या नाम आ जाएगा? N methyl amino ethane, ठीक है। So this is how we are going to name it. Then the last system of nomenclature, that is going to be the IUPAC system. In case of IUPAC system, the amino that is going to be taken as this thing, as a substitute, तो इसको हम कैसे नेम करेंगे? Alkane minus E plus amine और alkanamine, ठीक है। जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हमारे पास है CH3NH2, then this is going to be named as methenamine, ओके। और अगर हमारे पास है सेकेंडरी of this type, then this is going to be named as, again the longer chain will be taken as ethane and the smaller will be taken as alkyl. So this is N-methyl ethanamine, ठीक है। या अगर आपके पास है साइक्लिक NH2, then this is going to be named as cyclohexanamine, cyclohexanamine, ठीक है। और अगर हमारे पास है एक कंपाउंड सेकेंडरी जिसमें एक साइकिल प्रेजेंट है, Then the smaller one that is going to be taken as the alkyl, so this will be named as N-alkyl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms they are present in the chain. So cyclo pentamine. ठीक है? So this is how we name according to the IUPAC nomenclature. Then let's go on to the isomerism. We already know what isomers are. All those molecules which have the same molecular formula but different structural formula, they are said to be isomers, and the process is said to be isomerism. Now when we are talking of amines they have the general formula CnH2n plus 3n. So this is going to be the general formula of amines, CnH2n plus 3n, right? The first kind of isomerism which it can exhibit is functional isomerism. The functional isomerism that is going to be due to difference in functional groups. So we're taking a formula of C3H9n, right? This is the molecule which we are taking. This is going to have 3 functional isomers. The first one which is going to be primary, so 1 degree CH3 CH2 CH2 NH2. This is a 1 degree amine. The second one is going to be secondary. This is going to be the secondary, and the third one is going to be tertiary. So all these 3 they are going to be functional isomers of each other. ठीक है? Second type of isomerism which they can exhibit that is chain isomerism, in which the chain that is going to be different. For example, if we are taking CH3 CH2 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 NH2, this is known as butamine. ठीक है? Butanamine. Now the chain isomer in this is going to be changed in the chain skeleton. So this we can have it as this is going to be the chain isomer, and the name is going to be 2-methyl propanamine. ठीक है? So what is going to be the name? 2-methyl propanamine. ठीक है? Then the third type of isomerism which it can show is the position isomerism. Now what is position isomerism? That is due to the difference in position of the amino group. For example, if we are taking this is going to be propanamine, right? But if there is going to be difference in the position, this is going to be propane 2-amine or 2-propanamine. ठीक है? So this is the isomerism because of difference in the position of the amino group. Then the fourth type of isomerism which it shows, that is going to be metamerism. अब metamerism क्या हुआ? When the number of carbon atoms on both sides of the nitrogen they are going to be different, right? Different alkyl groups going to be attached. So if we are having one of the type CH3 CH2 CH2 and CH3. This is known as what? This is going to be ethyl ethanamine, because both the groups attached, they are going to be the ethyl groups. But over here, the metamer of this is going to be right? This is going to be known as methyl propanamine. So you can see in the first case, the number of carbon atoms on both the sides is going to be same. Whereas in this case, here there is one carbon atom and over here there are 3 carbon atoms. So these are known as metamers of each other. Is it clear? So today we will do only till here. This is an introduction which we have done. In the next we go on to the basic nature of amines.